So, the grand success of crash course given by ICRA in 2020 is destined to be repeated in 2021. Biggest gift of this program, biggest. In case you decide to join for the GS program next year, you will get this 5,000 relaxation. This course is also very good for new aspirants who are planning to give in 2022 and 23. For them it will be a boon. In this course they will know what exactly to do in prelims. It's not only for those who are appearing in 2021. It's for all the future aspirants. This 5,000 will help you to save at least your 50,000 and many of your mental hassle. As you took it happily last year, you will again come to us for the revision, for the preparation of this examination, and hope to see you soon in ICRA. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I hope that you all are doing very well and preparing for the UPSC prelims exam, and I all welcome on behalf of ICRA IAS and I thank ICRA IAS management that the management has invited me to take current aspects on science and technology and environment ecology. So what I'll do in the classroom is that whatever the relevant areas of science and technology and environment ecology which have made headlines, right, and which are very important for the upcoming examination, I will discuss in the classroom there, right. And since you have already gone through basic concepts in science and technology, basic science and environment ecology in your respective classroom programs, so here it will be targeted for prelims exam, where I will cover all important aspects from the examination point of view, so that the questions comes in the exam, you are able to solve them correctly. Now just to give you an overview here, that if you see the prelims exam, this area of science and technology and environment ecology, they are a very dynamic area. They are not very static part, but they are very dynamic area, and that covers, you can say that both the basic concept, at the same time it also covers the part of the current development, application part, right. What I have explained here, that science and technology, if you say the every year the prelims exam, right, you will find at least minimum 12 to 15 MCQs are asked in the area of science and technology. Whether it is the space, defense, biotechnology, nanotechnology, robotics and AI, right, when you take any area of science and technology, you will almost like 12 to 15 questions you will get every year in the prelims exam. Now what is happening, questions in the prelims exam are more as compared to main examination. In the main examination GS3 paper, you get around 3 questions on descriptive type, 150 words or 250 words on science and technology. But now it is becoming more challenging in the prelims exam, where the questions are very, very dynamic. Questions are coming from various sources and they are being now asked in the UPSC prelims examination, right. So that's what the students are now worried, that how to tackle this particular topic of science and technology. But you don't worry, we at ICRA IAS are going to help you out how to solve such questions, and I will take care of that from dynamic aspect. I will be taking care of that. Now another thing is that basic science and area, particularly biology, you get every year the question at least 3-4 questions are with biology. But again, there are certain facts are there. These facts which you have to remember from both the part of the science and technology, also at the same time basic science as well there, right. And particularly the biology part, where the facts comes, right, that you have to be memorized of that, whether it's on the health aspect or from genetics and biotechnology perspective or cell biology, certain facts you have to remember that. Because when you will solve the MCQ, multiple choice question, there will be certain keywords will be there. At the same time you have to do it for the technological aspect also, like space, defense, like what type of missiles are there, right, surface to air or surface to surface missile, right, or what type of fighter crafts are there, what type of helicopters are there, what type of submarine is a nuclear or diesel electric powered submarine, right. Space technology, let's say satellite, right, what type of satellites have been launched in recent times, right, what type of launch vehicles, PSLV, GSLV, now SpaceX, Falcon 9 Heavy. So a lot of developments are there in the global level at the national level. So some important facts along with the key concept you have to be remembering from the examination point of view, right? We'll take care of that. Now what comes the next part is the application part. How science and technology is used in our own lives, right? Human lives and the development part of it. Whether it's the governance or national security or economic development or any societal aspect of that. And today humans cannot survive without technology. Technology has become an integral part of human survival and human application part of it in modern society. So we are using in our own day-to-day life different areas of science and technology, right? Let's say mobile phone, for wireless communication we are using that, right? Now in homes, now cameras have come up, now online systems have developed there. Now for transport we are using metro train, right? For that, and now high speed rail network can come in future there, like Hyperloop and all this one, right? We are using wearable devices for health monitoring and all this, right? So the different areas which have been there already have come into the application part, whether it's the nanotechnology or AI or you take any such area of biotechnology, health, biomedical, whatever you take there, right? And based on that UPSC asks question, right? Now what is the objective of the UPSC asking such questions in the examination is that UPSC focus on such areas where in the question you have the basic fundamental concept along with certain facts and their application, and students coming from any background, right? Whether science background, engineering background, medical background or commerce background or humanities background are able to attempt such questions and get the correct answer. UPSC creates a level playing field for all types of aspirants and candidates, and the objective here is that the students who have studied till 10th standard and after 10th standard has not gone into any area of science and technology is at least aware of all such basic areas there. So that's what there is no kind of questions like Greek and Latin. The questions are being asked from various sources: the Hindu newspaper, Indian Express, Down to Earth magazine, Science Reporter, right? Government website like PIB, or let's say ISRO, DRDO, BARC, whatever scientific organizations we have got, and the development from departments and ministries, right, where the science and technology comes into that. So candidate who has studied till 10th standard general science, but when you are reading newspaper, you are watching television, you are coming across your own kind of sphere of understanding a lot of areas of technology. So are you aware of that? Do you know how it works, right? What is the inherent mechanism of that? How it gets applied? And why UPSC is asking such dynamic areas of questions? The objective is that the day when you become a civil servant, right, you are going to use technology for governance. So that's what scientific temperament has to be there with the candidates. That's what the UPSC questions are, very different from you take any kind of competitive exams, right? So we'll be focusing on those areas. At the same time, as I mentioned, that what is very important is the current development, right? What has happened over the last 1 year, but again we can go to the gamut of the 3, 4, 5 years, because there are certain things which keep on happening and they are relevant right from the 5 years or 10 years back, but presently it is making headlines, right? At the same time, there are certain technology which will be there in the future. Let's say, for example, ISRO is going to launch a very important satellite called Aditya L1, Lagrange point 1 Aditya spacecraft between Sun and the Earth, right, to study the Sun's corona and the coronal mass ejection and all, and that is future program, right? But again, the UPSC can ask question on that, right? Whatever our scientific organizations are working, whatever they are developing, based on that, questions can be asked, correct? So that's what this becomes a very, very dynamic area there, right? And we need to focus on every aspect of science and technology. So what I'll do here is that I will be teaching you all such relevant and most important topics on science and technology, right, which have made headlines and which are important for coming examination 2021 prelims exam, so that you are thoroughly prepared to attempt such questions in the examination. And you know that 12 to 15 questions matters a lot. It matters a lot because 2 marks, if you are able to solve around, let's say 12 questions, if I assume 12 questions are asked in the exam and you are able to solve correctly them, even 10 of them if you are able to solve correctly, you are scoring 20 marks, and 20 marks is a very big margin to qualify the prelims exam to go for the mains answer writing part and the mains examination there, right? So this becomes very, very important for all of you, and I will be covering that one. And don't worry, there are various sources are there. Is not only the newspaper, but there are certain website also there, and I will be using all such mechanisms to deliver you the session on that. All right. So I thank ICRA IAS for inviting me for this particular session, and I am really thankful to each one of you who have joined this particular session for science and technology. So we will be doing all the topics in one by one in a sequential manner. All right. So we'll start with the topics from one level, and then we'll go to the very advanced level there. All right. So we will be very soon beginning with the topic there. Thank you everyone.